Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie RoboCop 3. Detroit is on the verge of bankruptcy, and so apparently there's this group that comes together. They kind of call themselves the Rehabs, who try to make sure that justice is taken care of, but it turns out the Rehabs are really just a bunch of really bad dudes. They overthrow a bunch of communities in the area and everything like that. So RoboCop comes out of retirement, I guess, and avenging the loss of his partner who gets shot in the movie. And the movie pretty much becomes more or less a movie about RoboCop battling ninjas, ninja androids, a corrupt corporation, naturally. And at one point, RoboCop actually flies through the air. Guy trying to run the whole thing called McDaggett. He's pretty much the head of the corporation that's causing all kinds of problems for Detroit. I'm trying to remember this movie as best I can. I took some notes, and I'm just now remembering why on earth did I forget about this movie even existed, and I'll tell you why here in just about a minute. Anyway, McDaggett dies, RoboCop saves the day, yada 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 yada. Yeah, pretty crappy movie. And as you can see, the movie right there stars Robert John Burke, who takes the place of Peter Weller, and Nancy Allen, who came back for this one, only to have her character of Annie getting killed off. So yeah, it's pretty much more or less a revenge plot for RoboCop, and he gets reprogrammed yet again. And he's supposed to protect a young girl who's sort of a computer whiz. Yeah, anyway, so why did this movie suck? Okay, the first RoboCop was ultra-violent, but a great classic and awesome. RoboCop 2, I didn't care for it that much, but I didn't think it was really bad enough to be reviewed for this series. But if you guys want me to review it, throw it on in there in the comments below and request it. Maybe that one might be saved for Doc Schlock by request 100, who knows. But I think ultimately this movie really just didn't have that same kind of good feel that Part 1 had, and was a little bit worse than Part 2 was. Ultimately, it really toned down on the violence a lot, and I kind of wondered, what kind of movies is really supposed to be because I can remember actually being played during Saturday morning TV shows and even on Nickelodeon on occasion. And then when I checked on some reviews of the movie, a lot of people said this movie was almost sort of family oriented, like it was being aimed at kids. And I went, wait, what? So yeah, I watched it once. My brother warned me that it sucked, but I watched it and I sat through it. And I just could not believe how incredibly lame this movie was. Again, they toned down the violence. They toned down on the budget, apparently, for this movie, too. And I think what really got on my nerves was the fact that it seemed like RoboCop was trying to make up one-liners in the movie. And that was really bad. I'm telling you, I guess in a way Peter Weller, who had an interest to come back for this one, my guessing is he took a look at the script, the story, and everything like that, and said, you know what, I got another movie to do. Sorry about this, guys, but yeah. And then they bring in Robert John Burke, who apparently complained that the suit was too small because I guess he was a little taller than Peter Weller was, and yeah, the whole movie was just a great big mess. And just when you think that the whole series was pretty much over after this one big time bombed, they did the RoboCop the series, which many people have said, and I've been told, really sucks worse than this. And of course the TV movie miniseries, which I saw a little bit of it and I wasn't that impressed by it. But there you guys have it, a review of RoboCop 3, and how do you feel about it? Hey, let me know in the comments below. Love to hear from you guys. And if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, fantasy horror movie that was just robotic all around in performance and just anything, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching, and until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on.